Hello everyone, welcome back to New Borough. In this episode, we're creating an iconic urban park inspired by the beautiful Corona Park in Queens. It's going to be built right next to the stadium that we just built in the last episode. This park will serve as a green oasis for the city, complete with intricate pathways, recreation areas, and thoughtful landscaping. We'll also develop a vibrant neighborhood to complement the stadium and the park, showcasing detailed precision and seamless integration into the surrounding area. Join me as we continue to transform New Borough into a bustling, well-designed city. First things first, I really want to delete these metro stations over here because the area in the surrounding area around the park will be developed around this strip of land right here. It's going to be called Victoria Boulevard. Also, I've been doing a lot of work off camera to fill in a lot of space around the city. Well, around this area that we just built in the last episode, in the stadium, in the surrounding area around the train station and the subway station. I didn't finish this yet. This is probably one of the last parts I have to finish. It should be finished in the cinematics at the end of the video. I've been trying to do a whole lot of work with just filling in. I have a big project for myself, which is to fill in the rest of this area with housing and commercial and stuff like that. This area right here is going to be the next area that I will start developing, and we're starting to creep up on the edge of this map here, so we might have to be looking at new areas to develop in the city, so look forward to that. So first things first, we'll probably have to get rid of these metro stations because I'm going to be building a neighborhood off of this avenue. And another thing I want to show you guys that I like to do in my cities is these kind of highways, but kind of also not highways. So in New York, they couldn't build highways everywhere, so they built these wide boulevards with frontage roads that kind of act like highways and kind of act like a main road also. So they blended that. So with that, they usually do this thing where they have a frontage road, a main road. See, I have mine connected. Usually they're not connected, and they only connect in certain places, and that will be taking place on this road right here. And also the subway station is going to be called in real life it's called Forest Hills. I have to extend the subway along this avenue, and it'll probably come onto this avenue, and then it'll probably one or two lines will probably end over here somewhere, which is called, I don't know what the park is going to be called or what the station is going to be called, but it's going to be a terminal stop. And also we might have to fit in a train yard or a subway yard, because we kind of need a subway yard to complement the trains in here and in the service. And also we need a subway yard to fulfill some gaps in service, just in case we need more trains, because we have two more lines that we have to extend out here also. I don't know where those lines will extend to, but they will definitely be extended. I don't know where they will go though. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is start drawing these roads, because I kind of do need to do that. So how I do these roads is to do this. I take one block away from the road, and then I bring this road into here. The straighter ones are really more easier to do, because obviously I don't have to worry about it being diagonal or anything, because it's way easier to do that. So, and plus this also kind of helps with traffic, and it also doubles as a highway that some people may not like to do in their cities. I might have a dedicated episode on talking about this, because a lot of people choose to build highways and they can just do this method. They can literally just do this. It's way more beautiful to do than it is to just do a highway and tear up your city. And plus it kind of it challenges you to kind of build a neighborhood actually around that main road, because if in reality the main road kind of got tore up in favor of the Victoria Boulevard. You'll see some grids mixed in here that look like they weren't Queens Boulevard threw it or just moved it around. So I'm gonna continue to do the grid. In this episode I'll probably do something different. I'll probably put some time lapses. I'll try to do some time lapses. If you don't see any time lapses, then I didn't do any time lapses. Time lapses are really are something I really don't like to do, because I rather just show you guys how I built it instead of Why not show you how I built it, but I'll talk about what I did more than how I built it. I mean, if you want me to show you how I built it, I have like raw footage that I can literally just cut up and then put it out to you guys. I mean, I could put it in a video, but it's, I don't know. Just let me know how you guys would like that presented to you. Let me just put this grid down and see what's up. All right, so I have this highway that I still need to extend over here. I also have this I have to extend this highway over to here. So the highway is gonna cross this road over here. I'm not gonna draw it right now because I have to take that into account. And I'm thinking I might run it along this. It might be controversial to people that actually like to go to the park. It's gonna be away from people and where they live. So maybe that would remedy some of the issues that might occur when you actually think about it. And probably like people rather just where they live, they don't want to live near a highway, so the park is the next best option. So we'll see. As you can see, the grid is almost finished, and just this area alone, this grid is very different from how the other grids will be. I'll show you guys how I will interact with this lake right here. And it's kind of odd. This grid will just literally end at this road. This road right here will probably break the grid, but it won't actually break the grid. Actually, I might curve this and make this like my Woodhaven Boulevard or something like that. But right now, I want to do this road, right? How I'm going to do it is literally just use continuous, right? And literally just drag it along this water's edge. Because this road is going to be a very important road, I would say. And we need a way to break the grid without having the roads literally go right into the lakes. And this road can go over here and connect with this road over here. And then make a little plaza or something like that, you know what I mean? Probably right there. And they just drag it over here. And then the road will probably split or something like that. And then it will go into the side. So that's how I will do this. This road is literally just going to connect with this road over here. So that's how I'm going to do it. Hopefully, I'm not moving around too much in this episode. Hopefully, that looks a little bit better on your screens. I don't want to give you guys motion sickness or anything. I'm trying some new things out with my editing and things like that. Just trying to get better at and make sure everything's good and your viewer experience is up there with the. I want to present to you guys. I want to do better. Next, I'm just gonna finish this grid and I'm gonna figure out what to do with this road. Maybe I'll just curve it and see what's up. Cause I think that'll look good. I think that'll look really good if I just curve it or something. I do like the way it goes over here. Let's see. Let's see. If I do that, if I curve it over there, that should be okay. I don't want it to be too high though. Just have this road go somewhere. I don't know, go over the water a little bit. You know what I mean? Give you that look. I guess you want it to have. Let's see. Can I get that? Actually, I'm gonna drag this road out now because it's gonna be a main road. If I drag it out now, then I won't have to drag it out later. You know what I mean? So I drag it over here, and all right. So I'm gonna have a station right here. This road, and it'll probably have to be right here. I have to curve it into there. Let's see how I can do it. Or if it's any way I can, I don't think I can merge it into the grid. I don't think that's gonna be possible. And it gets really messy in this area, so it gets really messy. So I'm gonna just curve it into the road over here because it's gonna be a main road. So I will take this road across Victoria Boulevard, cross it here, like I said, cross it there. Probably go on to wherever it's gonna go down there. So my I still have to name this neighborhood. I forgot what I was gonna name it. Basically, this road over here is literally going to have a circumference. I can't say it. It's going to be radial. It'll radiate around the city or around the main downtown of Victoria. That's what the goal is. I might cut this water off. I don't know. We'll see how everything works out. This grid over here is going to stay the same, and then this grid over here is going to be very different from this grid that's over here. It'll be very interesting to see though. You'll see what I mean with how this road, this Victoria Boulevard, basically destroyed the city or destroyed the grid that was here before, and now this grid is very different. So let me just continue to finish this grid, and I'll be back with you guys. All right, so I finished the grid. These are the last bits of it. The next thing I will do is I'll start the park. The park is gonna come along really easy. I got some ideas I want to do the park. I'm just gonna add some a little amenities to the park, but I feel like a neighborhood or around the park, so it can look a little bit good. I got some ideas of what I want to do though. I have to. I want to figure out what to do with this National Diet Building though. I really need to figure that out because that National Diet Building is kind of cool. I like that. I just need to figure out what to do with it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things I could do with it. I could put it in Middleborough. I might reuse that building a whole lot though, because it is very versatile. I could definitely use it in Middleborough, and I could also use it over here. It has some pretty good uses. But the park should come along pretty good. And these are the last things I need to do to the grid, and then we should just be able to start the park. It's an idea of basically like how the lake is around the park is going off of that grid. That's basically how I wanted to do it, but I think it came out pretty well. On this side is gonna be a whole entire different grid, and maybe I should fill in this neighborhood too. I don't know if this neighborhood will be the same grid as this though. I doubt it. It would probably be a different grid also, but I have an idea how the highway is gonna go through here. I don't know what to do with the highway when it gets here though. Maybe I should go over the parking lots. Maybe the highway will run. It has to come from over here. We gotta figure out where the highway is gonna go. Let me come back to you with plans for that. But first, I'm gonna do is start the park. I need to figure out what the main entrance to the park is gonna be. I think the main entrance is gonna sit over here because this is where the most space is for the park. We can put some amenities over here. We can have to have like pedestrian roads though. So I think the main entrance to the park is definitely gonna sit over here though. In fact, let me put some pedestrian roads right now because that'll set the tone. I'm putting them crossways like this so people can walk from this side to this side. And also, I want to make a little sports complex how it is in Corona Park. Or is it? Yeah, Corona Park. Or Flushing Meadows Corona Park. That's what I'm going to do also. That's why I was trying to figure out where the National Diet Building was going to go because they have this museum and science center and things like that. It was kind of cool. So I'm gonna draw some little squiggly lines and stuff like that I need to do to spruce up the area, and we'll see what the park come out, and then we can detail it. So we're gonna do the first part is drawing out how the roads are going to be for the park. So let me do that. Alright, so I got the park done. Came out pretty nice. I think we could do a little bit more work. That'll come with time. See what we can do more. But I added this cool bridge that looks over the lake and probably get some good views of the city from here. Look at this. Well, no, don't look at that. I just want to get on top of the bridge so you can see the views that we could possibly get from this bridge. But it looks pretty cool. This is the middle of it right here. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, these trees add a whole lot to the area, and I wanted to keep up with that theme of this being an escape from basically everything in the city. I know we have a big lake here. If we go down to this level right here in this park, which is, oh my god, where am I? Oh, I'm not that far. I definitely want to keep up with that theme. We have this crossing the bridge or crossing the tracks over here, but I wanted to keep up with that theme of this being an escape from the city. And it seems like it's a pretty good escape. Surrounded by nature and such. And you go over the bridge, you go over the tracks, and you go to the other side where the basketball courts are and this other small park, which is pretty cool. Next, we will do is start extending this line out and also filling in these streets and all that stuff. And I have to figure out where the highway is going to go, so I really have to figure that out. Yeah, I'm gonna extend the subway line because I do need to do that, and I gotta reserve space for a yard. I think the yard is gonna sit over here. I think it'll sit over here, so definitely need that, and it'll probably be something really cool. So if you guys don't know how to make subway yards, I can show you guys. Also, I'm gonna start making a subway yard. After that, I'll try to fill in this. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to fill this in today, so I will do that, and then I'll be back. I haven't done this in a while, actually. I haven't really extended any subway lines, and underground subway lines, significant portions of subway lines in a while. This is the first one probably since maybe the second episode or the third episode that I've actually extended something. I haven't really extended in a while, so I'm pretty rusty. To go with this station, I'll have to go with 2 local stations. So this is a local quad track station. I'm gonna put it at least 60 feet underground. Station is going to be right here. Station is going to be offset, obviously, from main subway station or the road, because I don't want the paths to start getting messed up. So the station is going to got to be 230 yards at least, so it can fit 10-car trains. Oh, oopsies. Well, it's going to draw it again. How about that? It's got to be 230 yards. It's going to sit right here. Let me actually get out of there so it cannot mess up whenever I do draw on it. So 230 yards. There we go. This station right here, is going to be not following the road all like that. It'll probably be, maybe I'll move it to this side. Be okay. 230. So if I do that, then it was probably, I'll have to do that. Got that station. This is probably going to hug this side. It's going to hug it. Maybe I could put the station here. No, I'll put the station here. No, I'll put it over here. It's going to hug this road or this road right here. It's going to be mainly for that. I got one more station, I think. So it's gonna be, if this was real life, Elmhurst, Grand, Woodhaven, 63rd, 67th, is 71st. So 71st Street is probably gonna sit right here. It's definitely gonna sit right there. So this one has to go in here. I'm gonna curve it. There we go. 238 yards of 63rd. And drop that one. 230 yards. This one is going to be 230 yards. How big is the gap between the stations? I feel like I got to make these gaps a little bit bigger. What's this gap? What's this gap over here? 280 yards. This one's a much bigger of a gap. This one could be bigger of a gap. So it could be 63rd. 63rd. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. There we get 250 yards. No, I don't want to have it like that. I'm going to turn off snapping actually. 230 yards. So 63rd, 61st, or 67th. 67th. It should sit right here, right? And it's a very large gap in between this stop though. It's not a large gap. It should be much of a larger gap, to be honest. Maybe it just makes sense to extend it over here. I don't know. Maybe it just makes a lot more sense, I guess. Maybe I can go larger on the gap of the stations then. So this one to get mixed into here, because so this one be 67th. So this would be, that's Woodhaven. This would be 63rd. This would be 67th. That was not long enough of a station. How long did I make this one? I made that 283 yards. Wow. I'm gonna leave it though. This is gonna be 67th and this one would be 71st. So the yard is gonna stay over here. And then those two lines that'll get branched off, they'll go down here and have a neighborhood down here. So they won't go to use, or they won't go to waste. I meant to say they won't go to waste. And to mix it better, because this yards needs to be straight. So this station will stay here. Oh, forgot. This needs to be an express stop. This needs to be an express. I kind of wish I would have went with this other side though. The yard would have been right here. That would have been really cool. So extend these with quad tracks. So I try to grab it further out because I don't really like the, what is it called? How the trains go into the station, they have to turn or whatever, and they get the platform. I kind of don't like that. So I try to grab it as far away from the platform as possible, if possible. In these curves, I try to go very, very gentle. I try not to have a lot of movement with those. Take that down. There we go. These trains can get up to speed if I do this like that. And this one is going to be really odd. There you go. And this one is one of the last ones we have to make is this one. Makes sense to have this train station in this neighborhood because the other one's on the other side of the highway and you don't want to have to cross a highway just to go to the other side. So it makes sense. So that line is kind of complete. Dang, I really do have to do a subway yard over here. That's crazy. Dang, I am not ready for this at all. A big project to undertake, if I do say so myself. A big project to undertake. I gotta smooth this land out a lot because this yard is probably going to be one of the biggest yards that we have in the city. So I need a lot of trains coming out of this. So I'm gonna have to put some custom tracks, some custom yards, stuff like that. All right, so I'm extending this grid out, and the subway yard is gonna sit right here on this road over here. I'm extending these roads out, so this should be cool. Just be in this area, and the subway yard is gonna sit right here. And I gotta do a little thing with a loop, and all of this gotta go underground too. That's the crazy part. So make another maintenance yard, make some more extra tracks. We gotta put more than just that. If I add more maintenance tracks, does that increase the capacity? I don't think it increases the capacity at all. I don't think so. Maybe it does. No, it doesn't actually. It actually doesn't. That's more tracks though. It should increase it. Guess that one does not work. I'm gonna delete that one. We're gonna delete that one. And don't worry about the land. It'll get fixed soon enough. It'll get fixed soon enough. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. The land over here is definitely gonna stay like this for the most part. I definitely gotta do something for some now. And I gotta add some more tracks over here though. So these things right here are gonna come in handy. The immediate, or the SIBO subway depot track. So these right here are a godsend. Actually a godsend. They actually make a yard out of a track. So basically they're already parking there, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to put a couple of these down, upgrade them and such. Oh, additional thing. Oh, so upgrade this to double, add a double, or add another double. Oh, I could keep adding on. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Maintenance upgrade. I'm gonna just keep adding double tracks. I need more trains. More and more trains. Turn off snapping. I'm gonna go as wide as possible because it's supposed to have a lot of trains coming out of this yard. A lot of trains. It's probably gonna supply the entire city with trains. I won't lie. This probably would supply the entire city because this is connected to my 8th Avenue, Broadway line, 6th Avenue, and that's it. All of those lines, even the Broadway line connects via my R train, so it'll definitely get some trains out of there. So dang, this is gonna be a wide yard too. We need all the capacity that we can get. So these are just gonna be like storage tracks or whatever. So this is gonna be really, really cool to build. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I gotta do this weird thing where I gotta put the road over here, and then I'm gonna connect this road over here. Wait, no, I'm not gonna connect the road over there because I gotta do a loop. So I gotta bring the road over here. I feel like I gotta figure that out after I do the tracks. And I gotta do a subway station. Where's the subway station at? I do a subway station right over here or something. I'm gonna do a subway station right here. I'm gonna curve this road. I'm gonna curve this road into this street right here, because this subway station is gonna be it's gonna be a express stop, basically. Let's see if it's possible. Let's see if I can do this. So if I bring it, I just gotta bring this straight up, really just straight up, and then bring it like this. Why is it not going there? It's kind of weird. That's okay. There we go. That's very fine. I'm not complaining about that. And this subway station has to be a quad track, dual island. Where is my dual island? There we go. And this dual island station will literally be at this corner. For now, at least. I can do some work and just extend it. It's gonna be broken up into two branches though. So this line will probably curve back into this area. Not sharply, but it'll curve back into the area. Probably just go slightly curve or whatever. It's gonna be really interesting though to see how it actually, like, you know, comes out. So the subway yard is gonna be really hard to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait a second, I'm missing something. Now I know what I'm missing. I'm missing another station. This station has to sit right here. So this station will probably be like that. So the dual island station will be extended over here. Those trains are in over there. That's pretty crazy. I just realized what I was missing. So this station right has to be right here, because the yard is gonna basically treat this as, I don't know, an entrance to the yard. You know what I mean? How long is that station? I'm pretty sure that's really long. 235. That's fine. So let me do the yard connections right now. I'll be right back. All right, so I have the layout of the subway yard, and this is how it works. These are going to be storage tracks, maintenance facility, other maintenance facility, I guess. I don't know. Building though, main building, and I guess it's going to be a maintenance facility. And we have these other storage tracks for work trains and stuff like that. So we have our yard. This thing is massive. I don't know what's the capacity on it. It says 32 vehicles. This stores 32 vehicles, and this one stores. So we got a total of 15 plus 30. Was that 32? That's 47 vehicles that can be used on just this line. That's crazy. All right, so how we have to do this underground stuff? I'll put these tracks down. So we got two going out this way is going to connect to there, and two going out to this way, and they're going to connect to there. In real life, I don't think these connect at Kew Gardens. I think they connect before Kew Gardens. So mine are going to connect or after Kew Gardens, because I am very limited with space and I can't really do what I want to do. So what I'm going to do is look at Forest Hills Terminal. Forest Hills Terminal is kind of shitty. It's not really that good. So I'm gonna definitely take that into, I'm gonna do it kind of like it. It's gonna be really interesting to see actually. Jamaica yard is really huge. My yard is gonna be really huge, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm starting doing the terminal right now. So how it happens after Forest Hills, right, is these tracks right here, the local tracks, split into two. What is this, 36 feet to 60 feet? So the local track split into two. Bring this one out too, because the express track does the same thing, right? And the local line, a local track goes on to 75th Avenue, which is right here. And I kind of like work with what I have. I can't really make that station wider. Actually, I really can if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that, actually. And these tracks right here dip down into Forest Hills, or the terminal where the train is going to terminate. So these are going to dip down to about 75 feet. 75 feet should be okay. So that goes down to 75 feet. Actually, I really have to go up, to be honest. I have to go up instead of down, because the track is up instead of down. So I actually got to go up 15 feet instead of down 15 feet. So I have to go up to about 37 feet, right? And then the train is going to terminate over here. It splits into two. It really does. That's kind of crazy. So it splits into two. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'll do that. Train is going to terminate all the way over here, actually. So it definitely splits into two. Actually, I'm gonna up as soon as it gets to as soon as it switches. So 63 feet. I'm gonna lift it up. Goes to 37 feet. 37 there. What's the slope on that? 5. It's not too bad. Then it splits into two. So I'll do this. It goes on to meet up over here with that. And the other track does the same thing, but it's a reversible track. Yeah, I think I'll just literally make this let's see if this is actually possible. Do that. Bring this into here. Yeah. Wait, I'm dumb. All right, so one track has to go off. So one track has to be bi-directional. And this other one has to go to the other side and has to be bi-directional because there's two tracks coming out of here. So we have to go on this side. I'm gonna save that because I need to figure out the space between that. But this one goes up and then you can make two tracks out of this. So trains could terminate. I probably could have literally put that into there, but it's cool. No, I'm not gonna bring it all the way into there. I'll bring it that far. Then I go on to move it and just move it down further. So I can fit an 8-car train or 10-car train in there. Actually, I'll bring this down a little bit more because I'm pretty sure an 8-car or 10-car train can't fit that. All right, so that's done. And then I have to have a switch right here. So I'm gonna do the other side. And this is just a local track. And the express track, I'm gonna actually do that before I do the other one. I'm gonna do that before I do the other one. And this express track just goes straight into the station, straight over there. Nothing really spectacular with the express stop. It does have a switch right here, so can I put that? I can. It's very wonky. I'll probably take away that connection. I don't really like that connection, but it's possible to go into this track. That's what I really just wanted to. That's all that I wanted. So the local stop, right? It just literally just goes right into the station after this. Let's see. Then we just merge it into the stop. It could be a little bit better in terms of, can I use moving on this? Yes, I can. I'm going to do that again. And just bring this right under. And there's a switch over here too for the F train. I'm going to add that switch. Supposed to be another switch like right here. Basically, you can go either way. I'm going to add that switch too. It gets really complicated here. And I kind of like doing stuff like this because it's just these things I find interesting. Make it intricate, like terminals, intricate, yards, or mainly subways kind of interest me the most. So we did the first side. Now we got to do this side. Actually, another idea. So this track can be a two-way track. Let's put snapping on, so we don't got to worry about the curve. So that can just be that. Yep, there we go. So the express track is not really affected. It's just the local tracks, to be honest, that we have to worry about. So I bring this local track out. I gotta make space because of this line here. In fact, let me just draw it right now. 37 feet straight down into the station. Or not straight down into the station because it has to, merge that stuff. So bring that over. This one is 63 feet. Merge that into there. Now we're good. Is there a switch after that? It is a switch. The switch is right here though. I might just leave that. The switch is not really used, to be honest, unless I can get it in there. But I'm just gonna leave that. They can just use that switch if they need to. So that's done. Now we just connect this here with a two-way track, like we did the other side. And then we track the crossing track so trains can actually terminate here. Ooh, that's really ugly. Move this over just a tad bit like that. Now we the X crossing. So this line or this track goes over to the other side. The other side is easy, really easy peasy. Should be easy to connect. I'm not gonna lie, it should be easy. Ooh, can I draw through it? It won't let me. If I spread it out, maybe. I'm gonna use bi-directional, make that a bi-directional. My game crashed. Oh my God. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm back. I just put the crossing in. I don't know why it crashed last time. So this is how the terminal works. People come in, or trains come in on the local track. They switch to this upper track that goes above, switch on to the other side, and then they come back out. That's how it works. So pretty easy. Now we gotta connect this side, and we're done with the subway yard. I gotta connect it all the way up, all up and all that stuff, but mostly we're done with the subway yard. Other side should have the same premise. Basically, go up. All right, guys, I did it. I completed it. I did the connections. It's insane. It's very, very insane. Now I have to make all of these an actual stop, which is not too hard. All I gotta do is go into here, make these side platforms, and we're good. And relatively get into the middle because these platforms are very sensitive because these are 10-car platforms. Hopefully these trains fit. I'm pretty sure I did the measurements right. So these are 10 cars. All of these are side platforms. The only ones I have to do that's different is this one at the edge, at the last one. Actually, no, I'm lying. This one I have to do that's different. So this one has to be middle, 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 middle. This one could be side. It's kind of weird because the station's right under the yard, the entrance to the yard, which is really, really cool. Not a lot of stations like that in the system, or in my system at least. And for now, the trains will terminate here, which is fine by me. I don't really have a place where they can go right now, so I'm just terminating the trains there. And now we extend the trains. F and the M go first. Oh no, R and the M go first, I meant to say. R and the M go onto the local track. They go onto the local. This one goes onto the other local on the other side. Can you see that? They're going to terminate up here like that. So they terminate like that, which is awesome. I love that. And the M train, or let me actually make this a stop before I forget. M train gets the treatment to extend it, and they go to this station here. And the M goes over here to the local platform, and you go up here too. And the F and the M, or F and the E goes first, I'm guessing, and the E goes to the express track, which is right here. Oop, I did not grab it. I forgot to grab it. E, as I was saying before I was really interrupted, will go onto the express track because you have priority over everything. And the F goes onto the local track on this side. So the F runs local from this station over here. Well, this station right here. They run local, or it runs express. It runs local before that station though. I don't feel like making a terminal out of this. It's actually pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie. He goes into the express track. F goes into local, like I said, and the E goes into express. One thing about the Queens Boulevard line is I don't know. I feel like it's one of the most interesting lines. I love doing the Queens Boulevard line in my cities. This is the second time I've done the Queens Boulevard line. I don't know. I'm lying. I had a New York City build. I did it in. I'm lying. I had a New York City build in City Skylines 1 where I did it. So you run express from there. Yeah, it's just that switch. I don't really care. You're gonna use this switch though. You're gonna use this switch F train. Let me see. You go. No, you don't use that switch right there. You use this switch. Yeah, use that switch. And F train can use that switch. I'm not really minding that. And the express. Let me see something. F was express from here. In between the stations, they express. In between the stations, express. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna connect all these lines up and make them actually functional. Be right back. Connected, and all the stops are in. Let's see all of the trains come out. Are these E trains or A trains? Oh my. 7 trains? Oh my. These are all mixed for some reason. I don't know why. We definitely need the ability to actually, how would I say this? We definitely need the ability to assign yards, because assigning yards is definitely needed. These trains are not supposed to be spawning over here at all. It's kind of annoying. Luckily, this terminal and yard is going to be, hopefully is more efficient to get these trains in and out. What are you, E-train? Ooh, you're trying to go around that curve, aren't you? Yeah, you're trying to go around that curve. Hopefully that's a little bit better. It looks like a little bit better. Should be okay. It's an R train? It is an R train. These trains look so cool when you can actually park the trains, or the trains are parked. It looks really, really cool. But these are going to be a lot of vehicles coming in and out. So that is not good. Fix that? Fix it? I think I fixed it. What are you? R train. Like so. Do some adjustments. Fix that. There we go. This highway is disconnected now. I don't really care about that. Right now, at least. Highway won't be going over here anyways. It's F train. It is. That's so cool. Oh man. Now we have enough trains, and we get to see all of these trains going across, and all that stuff is so cool. And express, like, it's one of the things I wanted to do ever since I started the city, was complete this line. Most of the line is complete. The actual trunk line of Queens Boulevard or Victoria Boulevard is done. We just got to do the branch lines for the E and the F. And that line is complete. And then we got to move down to Brookdale and do all the lines over here, it's going to be crazy when I get down here. It's going to be really, really crazy. But I'm going to try to fill in some land, and I'm going to come back to you guys. All right, so I have to do this highway because I forgot about it. So the highway is going to run through this area right here. It's going to be running elevated at one point and also not at one point. So got to figure that out and how we're going to do that. But it is going to be very, very wide. So I don't know if I'm going to try to do this interchange, but this interchange is annoying to do. I done it before and I don't enjoy doing this interchange. So basically this highway is 3 lanes, 3 lanes. 3 lanes, 3 lanes, elevated. I'm gonna do parallel. So elevated. I need space on both sides too. And the highway is gonna run through the stadium complex, which should be okay. I don't know. Maybe it'll be okay. Oh man, it's gonna be. I'm literally tearing this up after I just built it. I'm literally tearing it up after I just built it. I'm not tearing it up, but I'm definitely not helping it at all. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to find the right way to actually put this through here. So that should be good. I'm trying to minimize road disruption, and I'm trying to not destroy everything that I built the other day. So running over the highway, running over that, so it'll be okay. Okay, not over the road. That's pretty good. And then we curve it up this way. There's gonna be an interchange over here somewhere. Not right now, but there's gonna be an interchange. Curve it again. It's definitely elevated through here, so this is the path that it's gonna take. The definite path. Gotta keep it straight as possible too. I have to move this. So this one is gonna go that way because it's going along. I chose the wrong road to go on. It's supposed to go on this road. Let's see. Is there any remedy in this? There's definitely some remedy in this. So I can just literally do this and then switch it over to this road over here. Try to minimize the disruption to the area if possible. It's supposed to be grounded, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. 3 lanes through here. Then we just connect it like that. And that is ugly. And this highway connects back up to over here. I don't know if I'll do an interchange in this episode, but we have the highway and the pathing for it. Maybe I'll dedicate next episode to actually do an interchange and the rest of the neighborhood on the other side, because it makes sense, I think. Because this neighborhood is definitely not having a highway like this over here. So sad I had to destroy the neighborhood for this. So sad. And then we just curve it into there for now. Just for now. So basically the highway is going to come from over here down into Midtown. Now we can zone around it, and yeah, we should be fine. I don't know if I'll connect it to the outside source right now. I'll connect this one up. I'll connect this one to the outside for now, because I had that one connected before. That should be okay. All right, so now around the highway is a lot of high density residential projects. So I'll try to keep up with that theme, and maybe, let me see. There's a lot of commercial activity around this, so I might have to delete this primary school that I have put down and put it somewhere else. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit the character of the neighborhood that I wanted in. Although, I need to put a mall over here. So we may be doing a mall also. Not now, not in this episode, because park needs to be done and the neighborhood surrounding it needs to be done. But the mall is something separate. I have an idea how I would do that. Stay tuned for that. So these are going to be one ways into the road, and then one ways on the other side. Let's see. I'm gonna try to do some projects though. So low rent housing like that. It's like along these 2 blocks. These 2 blocks over here should be low rent housing, and on the other side of the highway it should be low rent housing. These 2 blocks over here also. This one over here. All of these is not incredibly high density, but medium density too. Around the subway station over here. Where is the subway station? Subway right here, subway station over here is 67th Avenue. So there's gonna be a lot of high density over here. A lot of high density. Everywhere else should be just tenements and low rent housing. So more tenements and low rent housing. These, what is it called? Medium trade. Is it this one? These look really good, I think, for what I want to do in the city, or for a substitute for what is actually built in real life. It actually works pretty well. So let's see what that looks like. It actually looks pretty okay. We gotta mix some medium density into here though. So I'm gonna mix some medium density into this, put on the corners. But I'm gonna try to get this neighborhood complete and see what we can do. I know I just said that, but we had run into some complications earlier because I did the wrong thing, so I had to start over. Hello guys, it's Dar, and we ended up finishing the neighborhood, and we did more than just finish the neighborhood. We also filled in a lot of space in certain areas around the neighborhood. Filled in all of this pretty nicely. Did the park. This thing right here, I didn't do this on camera, but man, this looks so good. This looks so great. It fits so well into the grid and like everything that's in the surrounding area, and I'm pretty proud of myself for doing that. All right, and I did this building right here. It's kind of that curves around this. We got some trees in the road, but I don't know why. We got some trees in the road. We don't know why, but ignoring that, moving on. We also use some UK buildings to also fill in some areas that don't have any commercial. There's a problem going around with the UK buildings though. They don't really work that well, but they do look good, so I'm just gonna leave them. The park, we have the botanical garden that we put in, which is really awesome. It's an awesome asset. It really looks cool. And we have some pathways leading behind the botanical gardens, leading onto a trail that you can use to go to the opposite side of the park where the main entrance is, where the tennis, why is it, where did all these trees come from? Where did all these trees come from? Let me delete these. I don't even know where all these trees came from. But we have the tennis place right here, so it's pretty cool. Oh my god. Be right back. Be right back. Let me fix that. Alright, we're back. It's safe to say I can't delete the trees like that. I have to delete them one by one. But I don't know how these trees got here, so hey. Cheers to figuring it out. And not figuring it out. So we delete all of these trees one by one and show you guys the tennis place that we just did. It's like a tennis exhibition place where like people come to, you know, enjoy watching tennis or something, you know. That's what it is basically. It's inspired by the place in Queens where they have this like tennis courtyard thing that they have. Like it's a stadium over there too. Like it's really, really huge. Tennis culture is big in New York City, so we see all of that over in Queens. But I use a lot of these UK assets to fill in some single family or duplexes or whatever. It's like medium density. It's not like a single family home, which is not really what I was going for exactly. So I use these UK ones, and these default buildings are pretty okay. They do the job. It just filling in space, so it's not. I'm not too concerned about like it looking the same because it looks like this in real life. So it's not really like a anomaly just to see all of these again and again and again. It's like that in real life. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. But I'm really happy with this neighborhood. I'm really, really happy with this. Like, look at the train line hugging the road. It's pretty cool. But you guys, lately I've been getting a lot of support on my videos, and I wanted to thank you all personally. I'm almost about to hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you've been enjoying the videos, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do anything that you want to do to the videos. I really appreciate you all for tuning in to watch this video, and the cinematics at the end of the video are very, very special to me. I was working hard on those. I try to catch the best angles, and I would love for you guys to watch those. And I thank you all for watching this episode again. Please have a good day and enjoy the cinematics.